Hello, my amazing people. How are you doing today? Listen, I hope we are all taking care of our mental health. If you don't take care of your mental health, what comes with it is quite tasking and quite expensive. So you have to learn to allow what you want into your mind, and what you do not want, do not even dare allow it get into your mind. Don't let it bother you. Some of the stuff in your mind are not necessarily very bad stuff. You could turn them into positive energy, into your strength. So try and figure out what works for you, what you need, and what you do not need. You can do this by meditating, you can do this by exercising, taking walks, breathing exercises. Just make sure that at the end of the day or at the beginning of your day, you can command your day the best way that you want it to be. I have lately been also running a campaign called Have a Therapist on your contact list or on your speed dial. So this is necessarily not meaning that you are unwell, so you must have a therapist, or you are anticipating to be well. But those moments when you feel like this kind of energy that you do not know where it's coming from, and it's weighing you down, and you cannot be able to do anything with yourself. You cannot be able to be active enough the way you want, and you want somebody to just share with and get direction about life. Then that is where you can reach your therapist and agree on a way forward and how it works. For those with teenagers, I have been asking you that you let them have a therapist in their phone book or in their speed dial, because what we see sometimes these teenagers or young adults go through are things that need guidance, not necessarily getting information, ideas, and solutions from their peers, or just anybody else out there. They need professional guidance, because most of what they're going through are things that people have gone through before. So they just need how to work on it, or how to negotiate it, so that they can come out of it strong. And today, I just wanted to tell parents, or guardians who have teenagers, young adults, or preteens, basically in their homes, or they're taking care of them from whatever distance that they are, that you need to be vigilant to some of the things that they are going through, because we at times think that it is easy, but then when it knocks on your door, then you do not know really how to manage it or how to handle it. So you really, really, really have to be vigilant and know what are some of these things that the teenagers are going through. So some of those things are what we need to address now. Just know what they are, and then subsequent sections or sessions we are gonna have talk about some of these issues at depth. So these teenagers of ours, when you look at them, and sometimes they present with characteristics like maybe they want to keep to themselves, they just don't want to talk to anyone, or maybe they just cry without you knowing what they do. They've become more possessed with probably being on the mirror and just looking good. You have to know that that's a stage that they're passing through, and you probably passed through that stage. And of course, I know you can't remember right now, so do not be angry or harsh at them. Try to understand that this is a phase that they have to pass through. Otherwise, it's gonna, of course, come back for them at their later stages. So, right now, they are struggling with self esteem and body image. Okay, they are going through a lot of stress because they don't know how to make it. They don't know how to act like a child, the child that they were before, and now they're supposed to be these young adults. So that transition is not also very easy for them. They are going through bullying, and this doesn't have to be the hardcore bullying, but of course, just something, somebody, sorry, mentioning something about them that they don't like, somebody just picking on them. So bullying is also happening to them when you see them looking a bit depressed. And that is what most times brings depression in them, because they keep on wondering, I mean, is something wrong with me? And also the cyber addiction. You have to be very vigilant on, at least try and just find out what your kids are watching. If not, then just limited time of when they get to spend on their computers or laptops or things like that. Some of them are being introduced into drinking and smoking, or even doing drugs. So we have to really know how to also look out for that. We will talk about them in depth later. Some are already going through teenage pregnancy. I know most parents never want to hear this, but yes, it happens to some of our children, or even having under age 6. And there's quite a list maybe after that. But then we just need to understand that there is a stage that they're negotiating. Be kind to them, be friendly to them, otherwise they will not talk to you. The other day I just read on social media when a parent said that the children had come together and formed a WhatsApp group, and they gave their parent a name, and so they would discuss her in her absence and say, oh, look at, she's back here, she wants to heckle, she wants to make noise, she wants to tell us to do this and that and that and that. So how you approach them will make them know how to also approach you. I'm not saying you have to be really handling them with kid gloves all the time, but yes, you have to just find a way, time to talk to these children. It is time that we do not, budget for our children and young adults and teenagers and preteens. So we must just put some time aside in our busy schedule and see how to manage and help our children. So that is all I want us to think about today. So in our next section, we are going to talk about how to negotiate some of these issues that our children are going through. So until next time, thank you for listening.